This is the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
First I hit 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet 'em. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
All right. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. We would like to tell you up front, go ahead and subscribe to the Morris Media Live and to the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge on YouTube. We want you to press the like button and press the reminder bell. And we want you to leave those comments below because we really give a damn about them. Now, speaking of comments, first of all, I want to introduce our panel today. We got Packett over here to my left, and we have Faarooq. Now, these guys, I don't know if it's a group of guys, one guy or something, because these punk bitches didn't use a face picture. They just put a fist and a symbol on there and left a comment about the homeboy Faarooq. And what they were saying about him was some light-skinned Winnie the Pooh type shit, and he didn't really take too kindly of that. So how did that comment make you feel, and what do you have to say to these sorry sons of bitches?
Well, I find it real funny, but, you know, if you're watching this show tonight, you lousy son of a bitch, you can leave your comment again, but this is what I want to tell you that I know about you. First of all, I know that you's a shady black motherfucker, okay, because you mentioned light-skinned, so you let me know that you're not light-skinned. And I mentioned in my show about niggas stealing money from their mama to take their girls out on the date. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't mean that literally, but actually, you got a lot of men that's still dependent upon their mama, so they're not men. So if you got offended at that let me know that you was a broke motherfucker also, you know. And you mentioned Winnie the Pooh. Now, I know of one black-ass motherfucker that I had problems with on the street, a grown-ass man, 54 years old, wearing Vans with Winnie Pooh on there, which I thought was gay as fuck, but who am I? You can live your life, right? And you also mentioned that I must be brainwashed like Raven-Symoné. Now, I don't think Raven-Symoné is brainwashed. I think she has her own opinion. Now, I'm a black man. I have light skin. But I'm for the liberation of my people, okay? And I'm for the destruction or the elimination for you black ignorant ass niggas out here keep on using shit as excuse on why you keep failing. Because you don't want to do shit. That's why you keep failing, you know? And you got this symbol of a black power fist, but how the fuck you gonna have power in your black ass hand if you ain't got no fucking money in your hand? Your hand don't own or no possession, meaning you don't own no fucking land. You don't have nothing.
So what you trying to say, Faarooq, is this motherfucking fist he got is empty in the motherfucker?
Yeah, and it's a fist of black inferiority, okay? Because the most powerful thing that a black man has is his mind. So use your dumbass mind and maybe you can learn some shit and be a master instead of try to put me down because you don't like what I say about motherfuckers like you.
Now, what was this dude's name? Did he have a name or was he just a symbol like Prince?
His name is Dingy, Dirty, Black, Lousy Motherfucker to me because he didn't leave no name. You know, but like I said, I thank you for your comments and your opinion of me. So if I ever should run into you in the streets and you let it be known that it's you, then I'll put these knuckles across your fucking head. Anytime and any place.
Now, you've heard it. That is the commentary from Faarooq, also known as The Dark.
And tell your mama I'll be over there to replace the money you stole for her, too. I'll be over there tonight.
Now, look here. We had an interesting week in this great land of ours.
So I'm guessing pushing his stomach is frowned upon then.
That's the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh, my bad.
That's what we do to you. But anyway, so we had some tragedy that happened today. I mean, not today, but this week in the great city of Los Angeles. We lost a 15-year-old young lady. She was going to get a hamburger or maybe a combo, some fries or something like that at the burger stand on 79th and Western, and was brutally gunned down by some asshole, sorry son of a bitch, who decided they wanted to blow her brains out. Now, what we want to try to get people to understand is, goddammit, put the guns away. If you want to shoot somebody, shoot yourself. That way it's easier, and you don't have to run too far to look for a target. Okay? Now, if you're not defending yourself or anything like that, then put the guns down. You know, quit fucking with people that ain't fucking with you. And that's all we got to say from the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. Now, Packett, we just saw that the young man snuck in a sandwich again. Now,
it's a wrap. It's not a sandwich. It's a wrap.
It's fucking food, Packett.
Technically, it's still a sandwich.
It's delicious, too.
Yeah, I bet it is. Now, you know, this is about the third week in a row you having this little guy sneaky little food in right here.
It's not sneaking me food. This is the Brooklyn Deli, man. And they do the best over there. I got me a spinach wrap again, sir.
Okay, so
it look a little bit smaller than the one last week.
What's inside of it this time?
This one has spinach.
Mm-hmm.
It's wrapped with spinach. Mm-hmm. It has vinegar and oil. It has pickles.
Let's get to the meat of the situation. What kind of meat is in there?
Vegetarian meat. It's no real meat inside.
Oh, you got that griller in there again?
Yes, sir.
Now, you
How
know,
fucking oxymoron is that? Vegetarian meat.
Okay, vegetarian meat, yeah. One day we're going to bring you home and shit. You know, I'm going to give you a ham sandwich.
No, here we go.
You're going to love it. No. Now, then we also have...
some pig knuckles?
This week we also had the rantings and ravings of your boy. Isn't Kanye West your boy, Kanye West?
I'm not a fan of Kanye. I like some of his songs. I you know what? I'll be honest. When Kanye first came out with that Through the Wire, that song was the business.
That was everybody's song. I could really feel him on that.
Well, let's run this clip and see what he's talking about this time. And I'm quite sure he has an album coming out, or if it's already came out.
I'll get into this while we.
I'm sure you will. Let's roll that Kanye footage.
Do you feel that I'm feeling? Do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that is because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real.
Now, that's crazy as a bag of ass.
Hey, was he going to go put hands on him when he started walking?
I doubt it.
He was walking out, man.
Yeah, if they probably kissed or something, but he wasn't going to bust a grape. Now, the whole thing here is, I've heard that around, people have been saying that slavery was a choice and stuff like that. Man. And I mean, come on. I
had to block one of my closest friends because of that.
Now, some people, you know, you get a little too beside yourself. And then there was another thing I heard on the internet. They were talking about Daz Dillinger. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Daz struck the match and it went out, right? Because there wasn't no what in the house. Check it out. So Daz, Daz is the guy. He goes on and he orders. I didn't know he was a big shot caller like that. Did you know Daz can really just call shots?
First of all, did you see the Daz thing?
I seen it. He was smoking.
He was smoking.
He was clowning.
He was high as a Georgia pine tree, and he ordered all the Crips to smack the shit out of Kanye West on sight.
That's my boy, but he ain't no position to do no shit like that.
Man, he didn't say it like that.
He said he was the god of the Crips.
No, that's what TMZ tried to do.
He said he was the Crip god. I saw.
No, I feel where Daz is coming from, man. You know, he's a real cool guy. But first of all, you know, you gotta always think when you're a public figure, man. You gotta watch how things you say could be misinterpreted, and I think that's what happened. Because for one, Daz, you not no Crip, period. You know what I'm saying? You only banging in the studio, man. I mean, you know, Snoop ain't no real Crip. That's my buddy, but really, you ain't even from California, Daz. You came from the Midwest out here, brother. So you got to watch what you saying, man, because it's real people out in the streets, man, that'll kill or die for this shit that might have a problem with you because you ain't paying them shit. Since you got your money from Suge Knight, you don't come around and smoke blunts and shit with them no more. So they might have a problem with you. Now, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I thought what you said was funny. You know,
wait, that part.
That's what I
let
thought
me
he was
tell you
trying
what
to
I
do.
thought was funny.
Yeah.
This what I thought was funny, and I laughed about 5 minutes before I came in there. He said he wanted to fuck the shit out of the Kardashian mom, the cash cow.
Yeah.
He said,
can.
He said, send me her. Whatever niggas in the bed with you right now, tell them to scoot over because Daz is coming through.
Yeah, I like that.
Now that shit was funny. Now, as far as him calling all these major shots, I don't know. But Daz,
y'all taking it out of context.
Stick to music,
but this is what I'm
Daz.
saying. All I'm saying is this. I said, I don't know. Context or not. All I'm saying is, Daz, on your way to the cash cow's house, stop and pick Merv up and let's double team her.
Just stick to music, Daz.
That's
you
what
know,
I said.
my only problem is, man, when you say stuff like that, man, you don't really know what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's his opinion. Didn't we just talk about people's
okay,
opinion?
but we talking about Kanye West's opinion. We talking about his opinion of Kanye West. Just like my man was saying, what you saying, you have a right to say that that's your opinion, but it's based upon facts. Now, the fact is, Daz, you're not no gangbanger.
Now, and also we want to talk.
Daz,
but look back.
That's all Faarooq.
Well, that's his coward ass. I tell you to your face.
I know Daz and I know Snoop.
I know them both too, and I know damn.
I don't feel that way. That's
I know that's what you feel. You talking about feeling?
But look here,
I know
Packett.
damn well you not no Crip. Okay, you wasn't nowhere around on 61st and Linden, off Atlantic when we was out there serving. Okay,
Now Faarooq and Packett, this is what I want both of you guys to know because what Kanye was talking about, he was talking about free speech, period.
Yeah.
Now I'm all for free speech, but when you're just out there willy-nilly just popping your gums and
reckless
in front of where kids can listen to you and stuff like that, you know, they're so impressionable, it's retarded. You know, so for people to look up to this guy in certain kind of ways, and then you can pop fly and say some retarded stuff like that, I'll say like this. Huh?
Who looks up to Daz?
You'd be surprised.
I'm not talking about just Daz alone. I'm talking about Kanye and Daz. You know, they have kid followers that listen to their music.
Teenagers.
Now, when you say stuff like that, you know, these kids out here, man, they going out here doing all kind of crazy stuff just for little menial
Now, he
stuff.
should have said if you come out here, the dog pound is going to beat your ass. Now, that's what you a part of. You ain't a part of no Crip gang, period, Daz. So stop saying that. Anybody can wear blue. Okay, but you ain't went to the proper protocol to be saying that, representing all Crips the same way the Snoop got checked when him and Gang went with the LAPD trying to cause a gang truce, okay? And a big homie Flossie, which is original Rolling 20 Crip, had to tell y'all through media that you don't represent us. If you gangbanging for real on your record. But when it comes to your jail record and federal files and people on the streets, that's not you. So we understand that part. It's called entertainment. But at what point do you stop believing this shit that you talking about? Because y'all not gang members.
Now, Faarooq,
you fucking rappers and millionaires.
Faarooq, do you think that rappers have any kind of responsibility to the youth of today or society, or do you think that they just need to be out here selling records?
Well, I believe that everybody has a choice, but going from a deeper side of me, I think that all men, period, no matter what you are or what you do, should be responsible for your words and actions because you force as an example to somebody or a role model to somebody, whether you like it or not. You know, if you start noticing when you're in public, you see a lot of young men that probably ain't got a father or their father ain't shit. They look up to you. They watch how you how you dance, how you talk, how you dress and everything because they mimicking your tendencies because it's something about your persona that they like and want to become. So, yes, I think in a certain sense you should be responsible.
Now,
but if you don't choose to do that, that's on you.
Now, that's very interesting and that's a very important point.
So a grown-ass man can't say what he want to say?
No, he didn't even say
Yeah, he can. I'm talking about the consequences. I'm talking about the consequences. Like, even if you like a real father.
The question of Packett was, do you think there's a moral responsibility? Not was it? Could he say what he wanted to say, or could he not say what he wanted to say? I said.
I'm saying he said something, and you're taking it to a whole different power.
The question.
No, we just dissected
anybody in their right mind know that dads can't tell the Chris what to do.
When you go home,
but everybody don't.
When you go home and you watch this tape, you're gonna see that the answer that you just gave had nothing to do with the question.
Yeah, because everybody don't look at what he said your way.
Right.
So we all have a different perspective. I'm just dissecting what the man said.
So I'm gonna ask you the same question. And let's see if you have the same answer. Now, do you think that the rappers today have a moral responsibility to the children and the youth and the people that listen to their music, or should they just be out there selling records?
All right, the rappers of today, because Daz is not a rapper of today. Daz is a rapper.
And that's where we go, because that same question I asked him. And we'll be right back when we come back from this commercial of the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. And if you guys want to call in and chime in, give us a call at 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. We'll be right back on the lounge. All right, and we're back.
Yes, we are.
The Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. I had to go drain the entertainer. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming back. Now, I just heard some disturbing news about some of these women on this internet and these social medias are just taking things a little too goddamn far. You know, there's a comedian. She kind of look cute. Her name is Ariana Lopez, I believe, and she seems to think she has a real relationship with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. You know Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Some of the white people pronounce him as 50. And I heard Rachel Ray had a real crush on him.
Money.
Yeah, it's your birthday. The guy that he talks to, he can't open his mouth all the way. Is that correct?
Well, since he got shot in that area, they wired it shut. So
this dude don't have enough money to get like a bionic jaw or nothing. Because every time I see him, he say the same thing in the movies. I tried. Get
rich, not trying.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's in this relationship with him, but not really, just only in her mind. And 50 or Mr. Jackson, if you will, had to block this young lady. Now, Faarooq, have you ever had a stalker like this, or have you heard of this girl, Ariana Lopez?
Never in my life. Porter's brought it to my attention, but she's a very attractive woman. I mean, I think she's overly infatuated like a lot of other women are over, these men that they portray to be sex symbols and whatnot. And I mean, at least she didn't put pick Yachty, the motherfucking Amigos or nobody like that.
At least she had a crush on a motherfucker that actually had skills. Huh?
Yeah, but I just think it's just like
21.
Yeah, it's like a crazy thing in America, man. People can become obsessed and have imaginary relationships with people, man.
Now, you were saying, Packett, that a real artist and everything like that. Now, how do you feel about these real artists?
Man, like that boy you brought on, Santos, that's a real artist. I commend that man right there. But
that guy actually made me go home and really start doing some hip-hop research.
Man.
And I was noticing that, like, when I first came up and hip-hop came out, what really wowed us is when we would hear people do stuff that we couldn't just do. We couldn't just imitate it and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be like that." You remember
those lyrics and those metaphors.
Yeah, you remember UTFO?
Yeah.
All of these types of things. When you heard them, you go, "Wow." Okay.
Yeah, one of them was a younger brother of the member of the group Houdini.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So when we hear
Houdini shouted them out a few times.
So when we heard stuff, it makes you go, "Well, I can't do that." So these guys got to be geniuses. This is some cold shit. Now, a lot of stuff that I hear on the radio, I can pretty much do that. I can do this one right now. I can do that. And skirt. I can do that pretty well. So these things are not really wowing me, And what's the other one? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I'm saying, what I like to say to these new artists, get your bars up and wow me. I want to be wowed. I don't just want to sit there and bob my hand and just be like every time.
You talking about a whole generation that systematically is being programmed to be functional idiots, and they use these artists, which most of them are intelligent guys when you run into them, to promote bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like Future.
It's sad when you got the
Future don't even use drugs, but that's all he promotes.
The weirdest one, Lil Dicky, is the hardest one out of all of them.
Well, I like Lil Dicky.
I do
Lil
too.
Dicky makes sense. And
I do too.
Lil Dicky is a Jewish kid, so.
But do you see what they're trying to do, though?
Yeah.
What are they trying to do?
The white boy sounds perfect, and all the black dudes sound like clowns.
Well, it's
not
like,
all of them.
It's like Damon Dash once said.
Which one out of the mumble rappers you say don't sound?
Well, see, the category for you classifying them as mumble rap, that goes to show you that it's bullshit.
Right.
I'm just talking about rap in itself. To me,
I'm not talking
that's
about
a
all
different
rap. I'm talking
category.
about the mumble.
Well, I'm talking about today's young generation of rappers, okay? And you can't put them in one category or section because they're so versatile. This is one section of rappers, which I hardly listen to the bullshit because I can't understand it. I want to beat my kids' ass because I think it's something mentally fucking wrong with them because they do. Nevertheless, you got young people out there like J. Cole. You got
Wale.
Kendrick Lamar, Wale. You got a lot of young rappers, Jay Stalin in the Bay Area. You got
the Bay Area is doing real good.
Yeah, they taking over the rap world, but people don't know about that because they don't put out bullshit like that.
Speaking of that, I want to give a big shout out to E. Feezy. I mean, this guy is, to me, one of the most underrated
connected
rappers.
And respected.
I mean, this guy's been putting out music for over 30 years. I mean, he's consistently coming with heat and very good body of work in and of itself. But before we get right into this Mr. Cosby thing, because we got a Bill Cosby thing coming up, so you guys, I want you to get ready to call in because I know you guys are going to have some stuff to talk about Uncle Bill. So call us at 323-293-3375. 323-293-3375. And we want to give a shout out to a guest we have in the house, all the way from Pennsylvania. We have Nakia Tanisha, comedian, is in the house with us. She flew all the way down here from Pennsylvania. What kind of shit do they have going on in Pennsylvania? I don't know, but I hope she stays out here. I don't hear too much going on in Pennsylvania. What the fuck happens in Pennsylvania?
What they do for fun out there?
I think they just get on planes and come to this motherfucker.
You said they tip cows.
Yeah, they work, get toe up. You know what I'm saying?
She said they tip cows for fun.
Yeah,
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
that sounds about as exciting as
watching
watching
cow titty
grass
nipples, grow. You know what I'm saying? Throw cow chips at each other. Things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Now, so we want to just say thank you for coming out, and we like having you in the studio here at the lounge, and I hope you would like being part of the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge and see what we're doing out here. Now, let's get right into it. We want to talk about the black American male's surrogate dad, if you will, Mr. Bill Cosby. Now, I say surrogate dad because a lot of kids in my generation, in my age, we grew up with fathers in and out of the house. But one guy was there every Saturday morning. Teaching us moral things, giving us a moral compass. Teaching us what to do, what not to do.
Marv, you better not say nothing bad about Bill, Marv.
I'm not.
I see you building it up right now.
Man, fuck Bill Cosby.
What I'm telling you is one guy.
Well, Faarooq, we already know what your opinion about everything is.
Let me finish, Packett.
No, you don't. I don't say fuck everything. I love a lot of things.
Listen, now you tell me if I'm building up, putting him down. I said one guy who was definitely there every Saturday for us.
He put too much on there.
Was Bill Cosby. He was from 1972 all the way to 85. Fat Albert of the game was there.
Hey.
I'm telling you. And then
you don't like Fat Albert?
I love Fat Albert.
And then wait a minute. Even from after
what's
85.
That got to do with Bill Cosby?
I said that you like Fat Albert. I didn't ask you.
What has Dr. Hustable got to do with Bill Cosby?
Gentlemen, let's get to this first. Now, from 72 to 85, that's when Fat Albert in the game was there. And then we went to the Dr. Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
It started off at I Spy, though. Remember that?
Well, he wasn't there for the kids. I Spy wasn't there for the kids.
Yeah, shit. How come he wasn't? He taught me how to. He taught me how to break in the shit.
You got to stay up that late?
No, it came on in the daytime on the weekend.
Shit, I didn't get to see that motherfucker until it got in rerun.
No, it was on Channel 52.
Oh, you had to put the motherfucking UHF thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was balling. Shit.
That reminded me of On TV.
Hell yeah.
No, this is before that. We had Channel 52 on the U channel.
Yeah.
You turn your shit to the U, and then you turn the other knob to Channel 52, and there you have it.
You could get it clear.
Was that PBS?
No, you could get it clear.
PBS was on the U channel.
If you had the broken hanger to put in there, you got to break your real antenna that work and put the hanger in that bitch.
Rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Yes,
Make them look like rabbit ears.
Yeah, and it worked good. That hanger was working like a motherfucker. So let's get into what we're talking about Bill Cosby. They said they found him guilty, and he's looking at 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. That's
Not Bill.
That's 3 sets of 10 years. They're trying to get him to serve him consecutive, which is 30 years. Now, it's not all bad because since this is his first time, he don't have a record or anything like that. They might give his ass house arrest, but Bill Cosby
He's on it right
blind.
now for 75 days.
Well,
they
got they take 60 days of sentencing. Okay, so the thing is, he's blind. He's 80 years old. But what I wanted to get into it with is I believe that he's guilty.
You do?
Yes, of fucking the ugliest white bitches in the world. I mean, because that many. I mean,
she looked like Howard Stern.
I mean, look.
No, she looked like the dude from the Munsters.
Have you seen all these women?
The bitch looked like Howard Stern and the guitar player for the Rolling Stone.
Have you seen all 29? Like,
what's the guitar player for the Rolling Stone name?
Nick Jagger.
Not Mick Jagger, the other one.
Slash?
Yeah.
No, that's not the Rolling Stones. That's Slash.
Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, there you go, Guns N' Roses.
Not him, no, the older nigga from the Rolling Stones that plays the guitar. That's who he looked like.
Stephen Richards?
Him.
Oh.
Dang,
That's
Marv
what she
good.
looked like.
Marv on it.
From the hairstyle, anything, and she looked like a meth addict.
Now, I'm
And
telling
she
you.
looks like a meth addict. She might be a she because she kind of looked kind of Caitlyn-ish.
Now
I
what?
look
can't
like
tell me
Caitlyn.
Bill hit this. Bill did not hit this.
Wait a minute.
Yes, he did.
Not only did he hit it, he split it in two. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. I seen two of the girls out of the 29. Two of them looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Okay? And so...
But when they was younger, they was fine.
You think so?
They show you pictures of them when they...
Put up a picture of the one that looked like Herman Munster.
Herman Munster?
The big one, the one that walked out of court smiling.
Well, you know he's
like, I got
blind.
him.
He's
Yeah,
blind
that's what
now.
she's talking about.
Bill Cosby blind now, so his eyesight might have been going bad on them last. The last.
No, he wasn't. No, his only thing was she was white, so she was right for the night.
He walked
That
in-
was the only thing. You're white, so you're right for the night. Bitch, I'm either you take this pill or I'm going to force it down your throat like I'm going to force this dick down your throat. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Because Bill go get his way.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
It's not what you believe, though.
What don't you believe?
It's what you can prove, and they proved that he's guilty.
You're right here. Have you done something wrong to some people and they keep coming back?
No, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
These women said Bill Cosby did this to them, and they kept coming back.
Yeah. Because he put that repeat visit in the drug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
see,
y'all can believe what y'all want to
No,
believe.
the real thing is
Packett, they call it.
You
they call
beat
it-
somebody up and they keep coming back.
the real thing that
It's called
happened,
ghetto
Packett, and you got to ask the right questions. For one, why would they do this to Bill? This is what you got to ask. Now, I don't know specifically why, but I have a narrative. You see,
What is your idea?
My idea is when you in a higher epsilon in today's society and you rubbing elbows with the elites, they do favors for you, you do favors for them. Everything is copacetic.
Right.
I can agree with that.
Now, if they come and they present a proposition to you and you're not up for it, then they want to scandalize your name. So I think that's what happened in a group or organization that Bill somehow was tied with that we don't even know about. Asked him from a proposition. He didn't want to go for this. So they gather up, because they was at the same parties with him. They gather up all these women to scandalize his name, to ruin his public image and to crucify his character, which I think they was pretty successful at doing. You know, now my thing is this. Whatever you do in the dark comes to light. Many of us being African-American, or excuse me, sir, many of us being light-skinned niggas, you know, seem to think that we have a privilege in white society. And it's cool, long as you dancing to the devil beat. Now, when you skip off beat and you don't want to dance to the devil music again, then all that shit that you was doing because you thought you was privileged, they expose.
Oh, so are you saying this? Are you saying Bill should say, is in there saying he's not black, he's Bill Cosby?
No, Bill didn't say that, but Bill have disconnected himself away from the black community. I mean, on the Cosby Show, yeah, he looks like a black, you know, upper class man teaching you positive shit, but we talking about off the screen. You know, he wasn't raping bitches on the Cosby Show.
Well, you better believe
You know what I'm saying? Or popping pills and shit, trying to fuck his daughter's friends. Okay, he wasn't doing that on the show, but I believe that he did do that in real life.
You don't think he messed around with Rudy?
In the 60s, everybody was popping Mickeys.
Faarooq, you don't think he was messing around with Rudy?
No, I don't think so.
Now, let me ask you something, Packett. Now, let's get real serious right here.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Now,
I like what he said, though.
Okay,
that
but
makes
you
a lot of sense.
You know his wife, Camille, he's been married for 50 years to his
That's
wife.
right.
How do you think she's affected by this scandal? This scandalous scandal.
Camille about to come up.
She filed for a divorce.
Camille about to
She filed for a divorce.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was cool. She went along with it. You know, I presume they may have went to swinger parties before,
Come
but
on now.
since it's out in the public now,
on now.
I can't fuck with you no more. You got to think about the type
You hear
of
what
real
you saying?
person.
You
Yeah.
saying that Bill and
Yeah.
Camille
You hear everything
was
he's
at
saying.
swingers
Yeah,
parties?
they grew up in that time. Think about it. See, we was born in the late 60s, but we wasn't there at Woodstock and Free Love, okay?
We talking about Bill and Camille.
Bill was there with the free love orgies and free love and all of that. Camille looked like a hippie to this day.
So you mean to tell me Camille was handing him a
Man, you
pudding
don't know
pop?
what type
Look,
of... If Bill was a freak, just imagine the shit his woman was into
Hey, Marv, stop
to keep
talking
him
about
involved
Bill
in it
this
for
way,
all
man.
that time.
No, I'm
Hey, man.
I'm going by what he said. You mean to tell me Camille was sitting there with a box of pudding pops, handing it to Bill, and he's shoving them up the bitch?
She had a lot of practice with them goddamn pudding pops, and she got pretty good over the years.
I don't think it's that way. I think Camille was the one he put on the pedestal, and he did all the other stuff with the other ones.
Every pimp got their special hoe. Right. So it don't matter, man. You can have one at home.
For the record, you saying that she was at the house while he was just going around being nasty. You say they were doing it together.
I say on certain occasions when you are in that elite and you were one of them type of power couples that you do shit strategically.
Yeah,
so
I'm with Faarooq.
If Camille had to sleep with a director to get Bill a picture, I don't think she would have had a problem with that.
That makes more sense, Faarooq, because look here. I think she condoned it because I think she told Bill just like this. You can go out there and fuck them, as long as they're ugly bitches. Hey, I don't mind. Long as you find the ugliest white bitches you can find.
She didn't look all that goddamn good herself.
It's all right
man.
with me, baby.
She didn't look all that good herself, man. But that's my opinion. Thank you. That's my opinion.
You should say beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Thank
Beauty
you.
is in the
Them
eye
bitches look like dog the bounty hunter.
And in my eyes,
Camille.
And in my eyes, she didn't behold no beauty to me. Okay,
because them women that was
now
in that
another thing I want to mention is that the statute of limitation ran out on all the rest of these old hoes that was trying to bring down Bill. Okay, and they willingly popped the pill. They even said, yeah, he gave me a pill. He said it's going to relax me. Before you know it, I got to rubbing my nickels, and, his dick was in my throat, and, before I know, he just ravished me, and he didn't even want to pay for my cab home. So after you got dick shoved down your throat
next week
and all of that, your only
over.
problem is Bill Cosby told you to leave and he didn't want to pay for your taxi cab. Bitch, shoot yourself. Now,
their problem is that the money stopped coming when he got I don't need to hit y'all no more.
No, the money didn't stop coming. Them bitches just fucked off their money and the pussy wasn't no good no more.
Faarooq, what about the girl that was over there for 2 days? What shit passed your ass out for 2 goddamn days?
She was into that, man, just like the lady who screamed rape on Mike Tyson.
2 days.
Faarooq said it, and when he went through his whole thing the last time. And back in those days, that's what they were doing. That was their drug
Popping
of choice.
Pills and all of that.
And now they're trying to use it against them when they were all willing participants.
Not all of them was willing, though. Not all of them was winning. Bill, he's a jokester. He popped some shit in the bitch's drink and take in a room and watch her lay down. And he's in there with all the, Jerry Lewis, all these other white. Oh, look at that bitch is drunk. Oh, look at you want her? We can share her. Look at that bitch. The bitch is drunk. Oh, now, he was doing that shit and it was fun, but your fun ran out and it caught up. Now my thing is, it's one thing to participate in that, but Bill, come on, let's be real. You got convicted, really, even though it's way out of time. Right. But the statute of limitation does not even apply when it comes to committing these type of crimes against a minor. Now, let's talk about Bill and what you know. You didn't know these bitches was going to do that, but let's talk about what you know. The one that you got convicted for, you know that she was a minor when you was fucking with her. You knew that she was a minor when you offered her liquor and drugs, whether she took it willingly or unwillingly. Okay, so you were with a minor, and that probably would have been good because most of y'all pedophiles fuck with animals and each other on that elite tip.
What do you think? What do you think Fat Albert would have told Bill, if, as advice?
Bill, you done fucked up now. You know you done fucked up, Bill. What is little Rudy gonna say about you now, Bill? Now, just think about this, Bill. I'm up for the head part.
Is that your Fat Albert face?
But the pill, he had this fat side dog.
Fat Albert voice is
Come on now, Bill. Hey, Bill. I can agree with getting your dick sucked, but popping the pill, you must ain't got no game, Bill. I'm ashamed of you.
Now look at Faarooq. Now that to me, that's a good Fat Albert because.
Why you didn't do it?
Fat Albert was empathetic.
Yeah, all the time.
What'd you say? You said why his fat ass didn't do it?
Yeah.
Because Bill didn't do all this, man.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
You don't know him. You ain't in his back pocket.
You act like you was right there.
No, I'm not. But
you was right there with your dick in your hand watching.
No,
that's what you acting like.
No,
because what you said at first is what it was. It happened with that one lady, And they used that one story to build this whole case on. It was a fabrication of that one story.
You two niggas is not
Maybe
gonna
that
make,
one
wait,
story
hold on,
was a
hold
lie,
on.
but against the girl is the truth.
Faarooq.
That's why he got convicted.
You two are not going to make me believe that Bill Cosby was the first R. Kelly. You're not going to do it.
So I don't believe it at all. I believe that any black man
Chuck Berry
that's strong and powerful has been brought to his knees, period. When
you sleep with the devil, you bound to get fucked.
It's a coincidence? No, it's not.
When you sleep with the devil, you bound to get fucked.
Where do we go from here, people?
That's it.
Where do we go from here? Bill is gone.
Cosby show.
Bill is gone.
Bill Cosby is a serial fucking rapist. Michael Jackson was a goddamn pedophile.
I don't believe it.
You don't have to believe
Where
it.
do we go from here?
You don't have to believe it.
You just believe anything they tell you.
No, I don't. I'm not believing.
You must.
I'm giving
because
you facts.
If you weren't there, you can't give me facts if you were not there.
Look. See, if you take your emotions out of it,
there's no emotions in it.
Okay, nobody was there. Nobody in the courtroom was there, especially not the jury to find him guilty.
I don't even think
so
the girls that was accused.
We're just going to talk about the known facts in this case, okay? And this is why this case was the only one that stuck. It's called statute of limitation.
Now this was it was sexual assault. It wasn't even rape. So
thank you for correcting it.
And that's what
and anything could be sexual assault. A woman could have consensual sex with her, but it's a known fact that she was a minor, Packett. So this is what they convicted him for.
Now you know what sexual assault is, Packett? He could have gave a real hard finger bang. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you.
All I know, the women that came out and said they tried to pay me and I didn't go for it. All that went away. There's been more than one woman that came out. They were trying to pay me and wanted me to say this about Bill. They had these stories. All that stuff went away. But
let's talk about the case.
Only our black people will believe all that.
But Packett, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. Let's stick to the case that he got convicted for. We're not talking about those other women because that's irrelevant.
I'm not talking about those other. Okay. I'm talking about our black men in power.
Okay, but listen, we're talking about.
It's always something.
Listen, we're not
even talking about
it is, but I'm gonna give you an answer to that.
We're talking about that.
Black men have to stop rubbing elbows with these white, filthy, dirty motherfuckers that got money and think that their outcome is gonna be the same. Okay, so shame on you. Okay, when you out here doing certain shit and, these white people love me, then they turn around and expose your ass. How you mad at anybody? If you don't do shit, people can't expose you for what you are. Now, just like I said.
Say that again, Faarooq.
Yeah, when you don't
Say that real clear for them.
When you don't do shit, people cannot expose you for who you are.
And that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Now, what I'm saying is, let's talk about the case that he was convicted for.
That was bullshit, right?
We're not talking about everything else.
Hold on,
so all the Black Panthers and them that went to jail, they didn't do nothing.
Now, let me tell you something.
They got exposed.
Let me tell you something.
That's not what he said.
Huey P. Newton was intelligent.
About him.
But I'm going down the list, okay? Huey P. Newton was a drug addict, okay? What's his name? Something Brown. Rap Brown.
H. Rap Brown.
Okay? He was a federal informant that helped fold the Black Panthers up, and he just submitted it 5 years ago. Okay? The Black Panthers used to rob drug dealers, take their drugs, and resell them and use them. Okay, so what I'm saying, like Huey P. Newton was murdered. They tried to make that seem like it was something more than what it was. Huey P. Newton was using drugs. He robbed the wrong goddamn drug dealer too many times.
Sound like you were there again.
I'm telling you about the fact. They blew his brains out in front of his house.
The stuff that they said.
I'm telling you about the facts in the case of Huey P. Newton murder. Okay, Huey P. Newton had drugs in his system. When they found him dead, he had a crack pipe on him. Okay, some drug dealer in Oakland.
Did you see his face?
Yeah.
He said.
I'm telling you the facts.
Faarooq, did you see his face?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
This is my thing. This is my thing.
Damn thing.
This is my thing. We as black men are under attack, but we have to stop making it easier for the enemy to get next to us. Okay? So when you are participating in certain shit, and like they say, when you leave your asshole open, you're bound to get ran up in. Okay? So when you start trusting these people, then you leave yourself to get put in a situation like that.
Now, Packett,
for one.
Packett. Now when you talk about people and exposing themselves or whatever. If you're gonna have a squeaky clean image, then it's gonna be squeaky clean. If you got shit behind the doors, don't hold your skirt up and let people look up under there and see what the fuck kind of shit you got up under there. Seeing you got doodle crumbs on the crack.
All right, let me kill all that.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Because we're coming right back with your package. What's what?
What's what?
We want what topics are you gonna be talking about so we can get these people the phone number so they can get ready to call in. When we come back, we're gonna come back from commercial. We're gonna be talking about Packett's What's What. And
Yes.
if you guys have anything, any comments you guys want to talk about, call us at 323-293-3375 and get ready for what are these topics you're gonna be addressing? These very serious issues in the community for the What's What.
Not just serious, but we're gonna talk about a arrangement of things, like the young black lady that opened her first Chick-fil-A when she was 26, and she's 33 now. She just opened her second one.
And what else?
Oh man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. That
Okay.
NFL draft that we just had, and man, I got a lot of stuff, man.
And we'll be talking about those topics and where in the fuck did Packett's hairline go when we get right back.
It went to the Brooklyn Deli.
Bill Cosby raped his hairline.
Come here, little dude. Yes, folks, we are back. Madd Marv will be right back. You know, he had to go put his little pants back on, but we'll see him in a second. Now let's get into this. What's what? Yo, Faarooq, did you know T-Mobile and Sprint, after many years, are finally about to merge? So our fucked up service is about to be really fucked up because both of the fucked up companies is about to merge.
Well, I mean, that's what they do, man. You know, it's really only about 9 companies that own every goddamn thing. So
hey, that's what I was saying about all that protesting, and then you still giving your money someplace else. Now, for those people in Compton that have that running water with the rust in it, don't worry. The officials say it is still safe to drink. Go ahead and drink your brown water, and it'll be okay. Okay.
They told them people that in Flint, too, is safe to drink, and unfortunately, they still haven't fixed it. And a lot of kids have high levels of lead and all kind of shit in their blood. Now, this don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about, but Cleveland is up in overtime, 113-112 against the Raptors.
I need them to lose. I'm not gonna be that. Yeah, I'm gonna be that person. I need them to lose.
Well, I'm fuck Cleveland.
Exactly.
I'm not a LeBron James fan.
Me
I think
either.
he's a big ass crybaby.
And he better not come to L.A.
He could go to the Clippers. Fuck them. But I wouldn't want to see him in a Laker uniform. He travels. He's straight on people, and he whines too goddamn much to the ref.
Hey, I'm with that too.
And the only reason why his hairline look good is before the halftime. When he ain't sweating, it looks perfect when he spray that shit on there.
It drips out?
Yeah, his hairline get to running like mascara.
What you think about Carmelo Anthony talking about he doesn't want to come off the bench and go back to play for OKC?
I think Carmelo Anthony needs to take his talents overseas or go back to a high school fucking gym. You got enough goddamn money, retire. You're not relevant in the NBA no more.
He gets another $28 million if he comes off the bench. He's not going to get that money anyplace else. So you think should go ahead and grab the money for the next year?
And shut up.
Exactly. Now let's jump right back into my boy R. Kelly. Oh my goodness. He says he's heartbroken because of these sexual misconduct allegations. He said all these women knew what they were getting into and all of it's consensual. What do you got to say about that, Faarooq?
I say that R. Kelly is one of the most prolific songwriters and talent in our modern time. I think that he has a lot of sick, dark, and deranged fetishes, but who am I to judge the person? Now, my thing is, if you don't want to get pissed on, don't piss him off and leave him alone. But if you volunteer to sign up, because they say he got these bitches signing contracts now, then prepare to be pissed on.
Now this is one thing that you guys, since you brought it up. Yeah, since you brought it up.
Cleveland won by 1 point.
Yeah, since you brought it up, like Faarooq was saying about R. Kelly, you know, he's got a great body of work. And I don't like the fact that they try to take these guys down and then want to take their accolades that they already have accomplished away from them based on their personal indiscretions. Like Nakia was saying, she just came out here from Pennsylvania. She was down there. You came down here looking for Bill Cosby's star, and they already uprooted that motherfucker and replaced it with dirt. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now, who's on Mount Rushmore? What faces are on Mount Rushmore?
A couple of presidents, George Washington.
Now, did he have? Wait a minute. Let's stop right there, George Washington. Did he have any indiscretions in his lifetime?
Yeah, he had wooden teeth. He was a liar.
I mean, like some personal shit.
Yeah, he had wooden teeth. He was a liar. France was looking at him for war crimes. So and he also had slaves.
So would it be wrong?
And he snorted cocaine.
Would it be wrong if we just blew his fucking face off the Mount Rushmore?
No. But check this out. The white people know his indiscretions. Mm-hmm. Do they bring that up?
Then that's all.
Or do they hold that against him?
And that's all I'm saying right there.
Because they still backing him no matter what, right?
And that's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Now, Marv Alpert, you know, he used to burn bitches with cigarettes. Mm. Now, does that take away from him being one of the greatest sports announcers of all time?
No, it doesn't.
No. And that's all I'm fucking saying. So, America, this is what we're talking about.
Luther Vandross took dicks in his ass and mouth all the time,
Not
but
Luther.
he still was a great singer.
Not Luther.
You know.
You champion all the fat motherfuckers.
But see, this is what I don't like right here that I'm hearing, man.
You know, Packett got a poster of David Peaston at the house.
Probably
there
so.
we go.
Regardless of what a person do that we might like them, man, you got to hold people accountable for what they do wrong, man.
But we seem to hold black people well accountable for a lot of stuff.
Well, I think that we or most people should do that, because the difference between us and them, most white people, that's nothing. Shit, I fuck my sister and my cousin. So him fucking a little girl, I mean, shit, she wasn't related, was she?
Kobe,
so it's okay.
Now, Kobe was with that one white woman, you know what I'm saying? But does that take away that he's the greatest basketball player of all times?
Never. But he paid for what allegedly he did.
Bingo.
But see, my point is this. I'm not going to let people slide off of the shit that you do wrong because I stand for right.
And they better
which
not
is
snatch his
righteousness.
jersey off.
So it don't matter what color
I'm not telling you
are.
to let them slide off. I'm just saying, get every one of them motherfuckers. Don't just jump on one.
Well, that's the case though. Just like the old just like the saying goes.
We should talk about his wooden ass teeth when we get in the show.
But what I'm saying is, the old saying goes in the street that you didn't make me, so you can't break me. Unfortunately, all of our icons are being made by white folks, and these same white folks that help to build their career can bring them down. Okay, so when you got some money, why don't you do yourself a favor to save your ass and leave a lot of bullshit alone so where you don't get caught up in the twist like
Now,
that?
Faarooq, I want to make a little correction. People say, I think the wooden teeth part was a rumor. He actually had real teeth made from slaves' mouths.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That's
To
really what
replace the wooden teeth.
happened. Right. He knocked some slaves in the mouth, took his teeth and put them in his mouth.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
way he didn't have to season his food. But this is what we're saying.
Hey, you better be careful because I heard about this Yelp review where this lady gave this restaurant 3 stars, and the owner of the restaurant went to the lady's house that night, like, what's up with them 3 stars? This happened in Virginia.
Oh, she tried
Sterling, Virginia.
He tried to Weinstein her ass?
Oh my goodness, he was pissed off about them 3 stars.
Yeah.
Hey,
But everybody, you'd be a fool to sit back there and think that anybody in a position of power ain't trying to use their power to get a little nookie and party and live a little bit. I mean, so and all I'm saying is quit holding people to such a high standard. And just mind your own business, and take care of your fucking kids. And that's all we try to say here at the Madd Marv Comedy Line. Mind your own motherfucking business.
And when you abuse power, you will lose power.
Yeah.
we got to give a special shout out to Shaquem Griffin.
Shaquem?
Shaquem Griffin. He's the
one-hand killer.
My goodness,
What the fuck did he do?
He just got drafted to the NFL. He has
Seattle
one hand.
Seahawks. One hand.
Well, why you want to
He's catching balls?
Why you want to give it up to him for being drafted to Seattle?
Because just for
The adversity that he had to go through to put in
man,
that
he's
position.
still catching balls with one hand. Do you know how hard it is to catch it with 2?
I wouldn't give a fuck unless he played for Green Bay.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all already handicapped enough.
Yeah, y'all pretty much done. You knew y'all got in the draft. Y'all got a cornerback in y'all first round.
You got a one-eye quarterback and having a one-eye
And that's it
one-hand
for
receiver.
sports.
It ain't gonna work.
No, but
Roger the Dodger, your days are limited.
next week we got a very special guest coming up for you. I'm going to announce him a day before, so make sure you follow all my social media and everything like that. Huh? What?
Special guest for next week.
What? Where your mind at?
Oh, I
There
thought
you
you
go.
said R. Kelly.
There you go, that bullshit. we can't get R. Kelly in this motherfucker. We have to hide all the women in a 24-mile radius.
Yeah, he recorded
he did?
his first album. Was that his first album?
How much booty did he have up in here?
A lot. He probably got left a couple of piss stains in here, too.
I was wondering what that smell is in the studio.
Because he stayed here for a while, didn't he?
You smell that? Smell like Kelly up in here. I'm trying to tell you.
Kel.
Right here, going to the damn bus stop. And they say he used to go to McDonald's to pick up girls. So McDonald's right across the street.
the damn street.
He picking up young girls pissing on him.
How's that for a value pack?
I don't know why y'all talking about R. Kelly right now.
Because we fucking can. I mean, this dude's whole camp left him. They was like, oh shit. When they find out he been finger banging little bitches since junior high school,
That's what I said.
We all going down.
He's hurt behind that. He's hurt behind that.
He should be.
He said, man, it's just stories. It's just stories.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they all just stories.
I saw the thing on Aaliyah. The marriage certificate said she was 18. She was 15 at the time.
Man.
And this nigga was 30.
Her parents was with it?
You know, like R.
Because he
Kelly,
was paying them.
R.
That
Kelly-
don't make it right.
R. Kelly got a
Hey,
saying.
parents was with
That
it.
still don't make it right, though.
R. Kelly has a saying. He said, if they old enough to pee, they old enough for me. And you have to understand that anybody that has a credo like that ain't rap too tight, but goddamn it, he makes some great music.
Man,
Love
don't the songs take on a whole different meaning though? When you start thinking about like what was on his mind.
I'm not being facetious here, but when I listen to him, they make me feel young again.
He discovered the fountain of youth.
And we'll see you guys next week at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock next Tuesday on the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. Remember to subscribe to the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge, morrismedialive.com, and we will see y'all on the rebound. Make sure you leave those comments because we love those damn comments.
And until then, don't push no pill on nobody or piss on nobody.